Under the scorching Culiacan sun, a dusty street corner shimmers with oppressive heat. The air hangs heavy, thick, with the acrid scent of exhaust fumes and the greasy aroma of cheap cooking oil. The kid, a mere 15, slumps on a faded plastic chair outside a nondescript convenience store. A picture of weary youth. His fingers tightly grip a cheap phone, its screen a faint, flickering beacon in the harsh daylight. He raises a warm bottle of Coke to his lips, the lukewarm liquid a small comfort against the relentless sun. His gaze, distant and unreadable, surveys the unforgiving landscape of his daily existence. On a gritty Culiacan street corner, the kid's eyes, sharp and watchful, meticulously scan the road. He is a phantom, effortlessly merging into the urban decay, an unseen presence in plain sight. His existence is a paid illusion, to observe without notice, to be invisible to all. His gaze, an intense, unblinking force, misses nothing, absorbing every detail of the bustling street. Every flicker of movement, every shadow, every fleeting expression is catalogued by his vigilant eyes. He is a living shadow, a ghost among the living, his purpose etched into his silent, watchful demeanor. Inside a pocket, a cheap phone vibrates, a silent tremor of impending danger. The screen flickers to life, revealing a stark list of coded messages. Each word, bird and snake, represents a grim reality: military trucks and rival cartel SUVs. The cold, digital text holds the weight of grave responsibility. A silent burden settles, heavy and unforgiving. In the confined space of the pocket, the phone's dim glow is a stark beacon in the hidden darkness. A beat-up sedan, its windows darkly tinted, glides menacingly down a Culiacan street, a shadow passing in the bright day. The kid watches, his face a mask of practiced indifference, betraying no outward reaction to the passing vehicle. His fingers, however, hover with an almost imperceptible tension over his phone, poised for an unseen command. A silent readiness emanates from him, a deep understanding of the street's unspoken, dangerous rules. He is a student of the shadows, absorbing the nuances of survival, his education etched in every watchful glance. The car disappears, but the tension lingers, a constant companion on these sun-drenched, treacherous streets. On a dusty Culiacan street corner, a police patrol car glides by, its speed subtly slowing. The officers inside offer nonchalant waves, a gesture both casual and deeply familiar. A silent acknowledgement passes between us, a stark tableau of unspoken understanding. This corrupt foundation underpins my world, a truth I know too well. On a scorching Culiacan street corner, the kid stands, a silent sentinel under the harsh sun. His keen eyes track police cars as they cruise by, their movements a precise, almost imperceptible dip in speed. It's a silent, unspoken ritual, a chilling nod to the cartel's dominion over these streets. He observes, a silent student of the streets, filing away each pattern, each subtle acknowledgement. The air crackles with unspoken power as he absorbs every detail, a future etched in his watchful gaze. On a Culiacan street corner, the distant rumble of engines shatters the midday calm. A menacing convoy of olive-green military trucks appears on the horizon, a harbinger of dread. The ground trembles as the trucks draw closer, their growing roar a palpable threat. The kid's eyes widen, a flicker of raw panic igniting in their depths. He freezes, his training momentarily forgotten, locked in the grip of sudden terror. The air crackles with tension as the convoy bears down, an unstoppable force. In the kid's pocket, the phone's screen glows, a beacon of urgency in the confining darkness. My fingers hover, frozen over the screen, a crucial warning, trapped, unsent. A silent scream echoes in my mind as paralysis grips me, rendering me helpless. A low, guttural rumble vibrates through the air, growing steadily louder, a harbinger of doom. The ominous roar of approaching military vehicles heralds an immediate and overwhelming danger. The sound intensifies, a chilling symphony of impending threat, engulfing the small, hidden space. The phone in the kid's pocket, a silent sentinel, suddenly vibrates with an intense urgency. The screen erupts. A blinding flurry of angry, demanding messages. Each text, a sharp, accusatory voice, screaming, "Where were you?" Another message flashes, a mocking query. "You asleep?" The once silent pocket now reverberates with a deafening roar of escalating consequences. The kid's inaction has transformed into a storm of digital fury, inescapable and overwhelming. On a bustling Culiacan street, an older man, impeccably dressed, approaches the kid with unnerving calm. His presence is a silent, chilling judgment, a stark contrast to the vibrant street around them. He moves with a composed demeanor, every step deliberate, radiating an unspoken authority. His gaze, though steady, holds a silent intensity that speaks volumes without a single raised voice. On a dusty Culiacan street corner, the man leans in close, his shadow falling menacingly over the kid. His voice, a dangerous whisper, cuts through the air, sending a chill down the kid's spine. The kid's face pales, the man's chilling words echoing in his ears. The man's eyes bore into the kid's, delivering a stark, brutal warning. "Next time we bury you in the desert." The threat, a cold brand, sears itself into the kid's memory, leaving him stunned and terrified. 3 years later, at a dusty gas station, the kid, now 18, leans against a beat-up pickup truck. He is no longer just a kid, but a young man hardened by the unforgiving streets. His gaze, once innocent, now holds the weary wisdom of countless battles fought and won. The sun glints off the worn chrome of the truck, mirroring the steely glint in his eyes. A man approaches, his face obscured by the shadow of a baseball cap. A silent threat in the midday sun. The air crackles with unspoken tension as the two figures draw closer. A silent challenge hanging between them. At the gas station, the man's gaze is a piercing intensity, a silent challenge in the air. The kid, meeting his eyes, offers a confident nod, a spark of resolve in his own gaze. The man's voice cuts through the stillness. A simple question. "You know how to drive?" Their eyes remain locked, a silent understanding passing between them, full of unspoken implications. The sky awakens with the first faint blush of dawn, casting an ethereal, cool dampness over the world. The kid stands alone before a massive, unassuming warehouse, its metallic skin mirroring the dim, nascent light. Nearby, a pristine white semi-truck idles, its engine a low, steady thrum breaking the morning silence. The air hangs heavy with anticipation, a quiet hum of power emanating from the truck in the pre-dawn stillness. Inside the vast warehouse, the kid's eyes gleam with a determined intensity, fixed on a semi-truck. The trailer is packed to the brim with watermelons, stacked neatly in rows, a deceptive facade. He scans the seemingly innocent cargo, his gaze sharp, piercing through the illusion. His mind races, knowing the real cargo lies hidden beneath. A secret compartment welded into the metal frame, 500 kilos of methamphetamine, a silent, deadly payload concealed beneath the vibrant fruit. A glint of resolve hardens his expression, a silent promise to uncover the truth. Inside the truck cab, the kid grips the steering wheel, his knuckles white with tension. The endless ribbon of asphalt stretches before him, a stark divide between Sinaloa and Tijuana. 8 hours of driving loom, a ticking clock measuring his grim journey. The unseen cargo in the back of the truck weighs heavily, a phantom presence pressing down. Each mile traveled feels like a year added to a 20-year sentence. The burden immense. His face is a mask of grim determination, the pressure etched into every line. Inside the truck cab, a man's eyes dart nervously to the rearview mirror, reflecting the piercing headlights of cars. Each approaching light sends a jolt of raw fear through his very soul. His heart pounds a frantic rhythm, a drumbeat of terror with every passing vehicle. The constant threat of discovery is a silent, suffocating passenger in the cab, its presence chilling him to the bone. Under the cloak of night, the kid expertly maneuvers a hulking semi-truck into a dimly lit Tijuana warehouse. Shadows dance menacingly on the corrugated metal walls, hinting at hidden dangers within the cavernous space. Grim-faced men move with silent efficiency, their eyes sharp, as they begin to unload the truck's cargo of watermelons. The palpable tension slowly dissipates, replaced by a cautious relief as the operation unfolds without incident. In a grimy Tijuana warehouse, a bare bulb casts eerie, dancing shadows, hinting at hidden dangers. A shadowy figure extends a thick manila envelope to the kid, its contents unknown, its weight substantial. The kid's fingers tremble slightly as he grasps the envelope, a silent testament to the moment's gravity. He opens it to reveal a neat stack of crisp bills. $3,000. A dizzying sum. His eyes widen, reflecting the shocking reward for his perilous journey, a tangible victory. The kid walks towards his home, the money in his pocket a secret weight against his thigh, a burden he cannot escape. He remembers his father, gone too soon, a victim of the cartel's ruthless grip. His father's ghost looms, a reminder of the land he refused to sell, a defiant spirit against oppression. The bitter irony stings him. He, too, is now entangled with the very forces that destroyed his family. His complicity weighs heavily on him, a silent scream of betrayal in the quiet afternoon. Each step towards home is a step deeper into a dark, inescapable compromise. Sunlight glints off the worn metal of barricades at a dusty checkpoint, the air thick with tension. Uniformed officers roughly handle my cousin, a transporter, his desperate plea etched on his wide eyes. They shackle him, the cold metal clinking, sealing his fate as the news of his arrest spreads like wildfire. 15 years in prison, a brutal sentence. As the cartel offers no help, no lawyers, he is swiftly replaced by another driver, an anonymous face in a long, endless line of them. 2 years later, the kid, now a hardened collector, strides with menacing purpose down a bustling street. The harsh sunlight glints off the handgun he carries, a stark, chilling symbol of his new, brutal role. His grip tightens on a list of addresses, each name a target, each street a hunting ground. His eyes, once full of youthful innocence, now hold a cold, unwavering confidence. He moves through the crowd, a predator unnoticed among the oblivious city dwellers. The city hums around him, oblivious to the quiet menace he now embodies. Under the unforgiving sun, he approaches a small, brightly colored taco stand, a silent predator in a vibrant landscape. The owner, a nervous man, his forehead glistening with sweat, anticipates his arrival with dread. Without a word, a thick stack of bills, $500 for protection, is handed over, a ritual of fear and power. In this neighborhood, unspoken rules govern, and everyone understands the price of peace. A charming pharmacy stands on a bustling street, its windows reflecting the vibrant energy of the day. Inside, the owner, a woman with sharp eyes and an unyielding demeanor, stands firm behind the counter. She reluctantly extends a stack of bills, her expression betraying a silent battle of wills. The transaction is swift, a cold exchange devoid of warmth or pleasantries. A palpable tension hangs in the air, a testament to the stern owner's formidable presence. Outside the booming nightclub, the pulsing bass vibrates through the pavement, a raw energy in the night. The kid stands amidst the chaos, a silent observer of the night's dark dealings. The owner, a slick man in a tailored suit, hands over a thick wad of cash, $10,000 changing hands. Money flows freely, a testament to the cartel's pervasive reach, its shadow cast over the city's neon glow. In front of his restaurant, the weary owner desperately wrings his hands, his face etched with deep lines of worry. His voice, hoarse with desperation, pleads that business is slow, that he cannot pay. The kid's face remains a blank, unreadable mask. A slow, deliberate nod from the kid seals the owner's fate. The kid turns and walks away, his departure a silent, chilling promise of future retribution. The restaurant owner watches him leave, a profound sense of dread washing over him. The kid re-enters the restaurant kitchen, flanked by two burly men, their faces grim and set for destruction. Without hesitation, they begin to smash windows, glass shattering inward with a terrifying crash. Tables are overturned, dishes crashing to the floor, the kitchen devolving into a scene of chaotic wreckage. The restaurant owner is cornered, beaten unconscious in his own kitchen, as screams and destruction echo through the night. In a spacious, newly purchased house, the kid stands, a quiet triumph in his eyes. His mother, tears streaming down her face, pulls him into a tight embrace. She doesn't ask about the source of his wealth. She only accepts the comfort it brings. The warmth of her hug speaks of unspoken gratitude and relief. Night falls on the city as a used BMW, its dark paint gleaming, glides through the streets. The kid, now behind the wheel, feels the weight of his new status, a silent target in the urban night. Streetlights cast long, contorting shadows that stretch and dance around the car, mirroring his unease. Each passing light seems to elongate the shadows, twisting them into menacing forms that follow his every move. 5 years later, the kid, now a man, stands at the head of a long, scarred wooden table, a leader forged in fire. The dimly lit room, illuminated by a single bare bulb, casts long, dancing shadows, hinting at hidden dangers. 10 hardened men, their faces etched with life's harsh realities, fix their gazes on the kid, awaiting his command. He is no longer a boy. His presence radiates authority, a cell leader in the cartel, a protector of territory. The weight of responsibility rests on his shoulders, his eyes reflecting the steely resolve of a man in power. Inside the cartel safe house, I stand before my dealers, a formidable presence. 100 kilos of cocaine, meticulously packaged, lay spread across a large table, a testament to illicit power. I point to a map, outlining intricate routes and demanding quotas, dictating their illicit destinies. The promise of $50,000 to $100,000 monthly hangs heavy in the air, a potent and dangerous motivator. For me, the true game, the ultimate challenge, is the intoxicating allure of absolute control. My gaze sweeps over them, a silent assertion of dominance in this dangerous world. The seedy neon glow of a bar sign flickers, casting long, menacing shadows on the wet pavement, hinting at danger. A chilling whisper cuts through the night, igniting a cold, deadly resolve deep within me. 6 grim-faced men, each armed with an AK-47, move with predatory silence towards the rival gang's haunt. The air crackles with an electric tension, heavy with the imminent promise of brutal violence. The bar's heavy door splinters inward, revealing armed men in tactical gear, their faces obscured by shadows. Automatic weapons erupt, spitting fire and lead into the chaotic bar. Patrons scream, tables overturn, and glass shatters as terror grips the room. Bodies crumple to the sticky floor, amidst the acrid smell of gunpowder. The horrifying echoes of a merciless massacre fill the air. 12 lie dead, 5 innocent victims of a chilling display of cartel justice. The governor's polished mahogany desk is buried under a landslide of newspapers, each headline screaming about the incident. On a large flat-screen TV, the governor, a man of 50, addresses a press conference. His smile, a mask of forced assurance. He promises swift justice, but his eyes, darting subtly, betray a flicker of unease, a hint of something deeper. His gaze drifts to a framed family photo, a silent, damning reminder of his silent complicity in the unfolding crisis. The system, a monstrous, well-oiled machine, grinds on relentlessly, its gears immutable, its path unyielding. The governor's smile remains, a chilling testament to the rigged, unmovable nature of the powerful. The kid's face, illuminated by the flickering blue light of a large flat-screen television, remains impassive. News reports flash across the screen, their urgency stark against his calm demeanor. His girlfriend casually flips through a magazine, unaware of the true nature of his work, bathed in a lamp's soft glow. The expansive pool, visible through glass doors, suggests an idyllic life, yet a subtle tension hangs in the air. The cartel safe house reeks of stale smoke and something acrid, a palpable tension hanging heavy in the air. A man, eyes wide and unfocused from the product, shoves another, igniting a brutal brawl. El Jefe moves with swift, brutal efficiency, a cold, unyielding presence amidst the chaos. His fists connect with sickening thuds, delivering a visceral lesson in discipline to his men. The other men watch, frozen by fear, their unspoken threats hanging heavy in the oppressive atmosphere. The air crackles with unspoken fear as El Jefe's chilling gaze surveys the aftermath. Years later, El Jefe, now a regional operator, moves through the city in an armored SUV, a silent predator. Bodyguards flank the vehicle, their sharp eyes scanning the bustling surroundings, ever vigilant for unseen threats. The city, a vibrant tapestry of life, now hums under his control. 5 cell leaders, his loyal subjects, a gold-plated pistol rests on his hip, a gleaming testament to his absolute power, a silent threat to all. His gaze, hard and unwavering, reflects the ruthless ambition that forged his empire in the heart of the city. The armored vehicle slices through the city's pulse, a stark symbol of his dominion, his reign absolute. In a dimly lit safe house, the air hangs heavy with stale coffee and a palpable ambition. El Jefe, his face etched with quiet intensity, moves his hand over maps and tactical diagrams spread across a makeshift table. His eyes, sharp and calculating, scan areas marked with rival gang insignia, a silent conductor orchestrating a symphony of violence. The cartel's hunger for new territory is a raw, undeniable force, and El Jefe is the one tasked with feeding it. He is a puppet master, his every move a calculated step towards expanding his empire. His silent gaze promises a storm of impending conflict, his ambition a palpable threat in the room. In a police station, El Jefe, a man of imposing presence, sits before 3 uniformed officials across a polished, scarred wooden table. He places a large, worn leather briefcase on the table, its contents immediately visible. Stacks of crisp, banded cash. The officials, their faces impassive, watch with unreadable expressions as El Jefe slowly slides the briefcase towards them. The air in the room thickens with the weight of unspoken agreement, a silent transaction unfolding. The city's law enforcement, once a symbol of order, now seems to bend to the undeniable will of El Jefe. In the pre-dawn gloom, a convoy of 30 gunmen, their faces hidden by shadow, infiltrates a rival town. The only sound is the low, ominous rumble of their vehicles, a harbinger of the violence to come. As the sun rises, an unsettling stillness descends upon the town, a chilling calm after the storm. The rival leader's lifeless body hangs from a bridge, a stark and brutal message for all to see. Emblazoned on his chest, the chilling words declare, "This plaza belongs to Sinaloa," a defiant claim of dominance. In a brightly lit laundromat, the air hums with the scent of detergent and stale air, a stark contrast to the illicit dealings within. El Jefe, in casual attire that belies his immense power, stands amidst the industrial washing machines, an unlikely king in a mundane kingdom. His hands, adorned with a single heavy gold ring, deftly count stacks of crisp bills, his movements precise and practiced. The rhythmic whirring and tumbling of the machines provide a strange, soothing backdrop to the quiet hum of his vast, illegal empire. He oversees this seemingly ordinary operation, a single spoke in the intricate, shadowy wheel of his laundered money network. A web of legitimate businesses hides the dark currents of his illicit wealth, flowing steadily through the mundane laundromat. In his opulent office, El Jefe sits at a grand mahogany desk, his face illuminated by a computer screen's eerie glow. His eyes, filled with suspicion, dart nervously, scrutinizing every shadow lurking within his gilded cage. He sips from a glass of amber liquid, his hand trembling slightly, betraying a hidden fear. A high-end, encrypted phone lies on his desk, an object of distrust, as if it might betray him. The air thickens with unspoken tension, a palpable sense of danger pressing in from outside. His gaze remains fixed on the phone, a silent battle of wills unfolding in the hushed room. Years later, El Jefe, now a formidable plaza boss, commands an entire state, his power absolute. His mountain compound rises, a fortress against the night, its 20-foot walls disappearing into the moonlit sky. Armed guards patrol the perimeter, their stark silhouettes moving like shadows against the piercing floodlights. From unseen kennels, the low, menacing growl of attack dogs echoes, a chilling testament to El Jefe's iron rule. El Jefe remains a phantom, a whispered legend, his presence felt but never seen by the public. Sunlight streams into the grand, ornate room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air of the governor's mansion. At a polished mahogany table, I face a grim-faced assembly of governors, generals, and police chiefs, their expressions tense. Instead of threats, I make offers, my gaze unwavering as I present them with a choice. Suitcases overflow with $2 million in crisp bills laid before each of them, a stark temptation. Most accept, their faces betraying a flicker of shame as their integrity is silently bought and sold. The weight of the money settles, a silent contract of compromise hanging heavy in the opulent air. Within the heavily fortified walls of El Jefe's compound, an unsettling silence hangs heavy, thick with unseen menace. The compound, a fortress of control, hums with an unseen, insidious influence, a chilling testament to power. Whispers of scandals and corruption leaks are the silent weapons wielded to crush any who dare to resist. Mysterious disappearances are not mere incidents. They are calculated tools of their dark and insidious trade. The cartel's power extends far beyond violence, subtly permeating the political landscape, a shadow in the halls of power. In an opulent, dimly lit room, cigar smoke hangs heavy, mingling with the rich scent of expensive tequila. El Jefe, his face a canvas of calculated ruthlessness, presides at the head of a long, polished table. Around him, other cartel leaders pore over maps, their expressions a mix of wariness and defiance. Hands gesture and voices murmur as they carve up territories, an undercurrent of insatiable greed pulsing beneath. On a vast, desolate battlefield, the air shimmers with the heat of conflict, the clang of steel ringing out like a death knell. Once vibrant towns now lie in ruins, their shattered remains serving as grim monuments to relentless warfare. I watch, helpless, as hundreds fall around me, a relentless tide of violence washing over everything. Each fallen warrior, a stark reminder of the brutal cost of this endless, harrowing conflict. A chilling realization dawns. For me, there is no escape, no retirement, only the stark choice of death or betrayal. The battlefield stretches endlessly, a testament to humanity's unending cycle of destruction. The sterile, concrete walls of ADX Florence loom, cold and unyielding, a stark monument to finality. Betrayed by my own, I am caught. The world outside now, an unreachable memory. 23 hours a day, a steel door is my only view, a brutal testament to isolation. No escape, no bribes, no cartel army will ever reach me here. In the sterile confines of ADX Florence Supermax, the man who once commanded billions now sits in absolute silence. The heavy blanket of quiet presses down, reducing his vast world to 4 stark walls. His existence, once boundless, is now shrunken, a chilling reflection of his fall from power. Before him stretches the vast, empty expanse of the rest of his life, a chilling void. Time now offers only reflection on the lives he destroyed and the empire built on blood. The silence echoes his past transgressions, an inescapable judgment in his solitary cell. The scorching sun glares down on a dusty Culiacan street, its heat a palpable weight. A new 15-year-old sits on a flimsy plastic chair, a cheap phone clutched in his hand. His eyes, sharp and hungry, scan the road, a silent vigil for an unseen opportunity. The cycle churns on, an endless, relentless loop of ambition and impending destruction.